Laura. It's really appreciated. You're a fantastically talented woman. I've watched you for a long time playing this sport. It's fantastic to watch you, but I want to delve a little bit deeper into your career. We've got the Street Style Championship coming up, but going back a little bit, I was looking through your bio. You have to tell me a little bit about Cirque du Soleil, because that must have been a crazy part of your life, right?
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. I have to say that it really marked me and it taught me so much in terms of being, an artist and an athlete and on a personal level. Um, I was 4 years with them. I did the whole creation of the show, and it was a rewarding experience where you got to take freestyle in different parts, different cities, and people got to see what this sport is. So it was definitely a lot of fun.
It's been amazing to see your journey because you've gone all over the world, but things started for you all the way back in Venezuela. Can you tell me a little bit about your early memories, what growing up was like for you?
Yeah, so well, I grew up in Venezuela until I was 10, and that time I did not play soccer or had anything or football, whichever way you want to call it. Nowadays it's kind of tricky which one to use. Anyways, I did gymnastics, I did other stuff, but nothing related with the ball. I discovered women's football, soccer, that side of it, when I moved to the US when I was 10. So then I start playing the game. And when I moved to Italy, I played professional as well. And as I was recovering from an injury, that's when I discovered freestyle through my brother that would watch famous Ronaldinho Yoga Bonito commercials. And then fate, life, God, whichever way we want to call it, for me is God. I met a freestyler randomly, where my brother was doing his preseason, trainings, and he introduced me to more freestylers, and then that's how freestyle became my life.
You mentioned your religion a little bit there. Could you tell me about that in some more depth? When you're playing in these competitions, is that a big part of how you perform so well?
Meaning like the freestyle competitions or?
Do the competitions, yeah.
Well, I think it's just also a matter of so many years doing it. You kind of get used to it and you kind of build that experience. But every competition is different and every competition is like a new one. So you still get emotions, nervous, and all that kind of stuff because it's never the same.
You mentioned Ronaldinho a little bit there, obviously an incredibly skillful player. Would you say he was an inspiration to you? And are there any other people in the freestyle world that really stand out to you?
Yeah, of course, because I think he was one of the first, or he was the first player, or one of the first that really kind of helped give a platform to freestyle by himself doing a couple tricks and having that playfulness, and also just when I've seen other freestylers meet him, I haven't yet, hopefully one day. It's just that openness to what we do because he understands, what it means to know how to control a ball the way that a freestyler does.
I mean, Ronaldinho, it's fantastic that he served as somewhat of an inspiration to you, and I hope that you get to meet him one day. But one person you have met, Diego Maradona, I've seen it on your Instagram, you playing with him. Tell me what that experience was like, because that must have been absolutely crazy.
I was nervous. I had never been so nervous in my life, like juggling the ball with him. Because one of the reasons why I cured so much juggling and technique was because seeing him, like I started juggling a tennis ball because he would juggle a tennis ball. So he was a big inspiration. And to have him face to face is something that times I look at that video, I'm like, it's too good to be true. It's but it was rewarding because he was really nice. He wasn't like a snob or anything. He was down to play with me, to do some kick ups. And as you see in the video, he gives me a hug. Like I'm just this girl asking him to juggle with him, and he's super open about it. So it was really nice. It felt good.
And then you roll through the years. It's crazy because this all started in America when you were 10 years old in Florida. And now you're in a position where you've not just won one Guinness World Record. I think you've got 15, which is the most of any Venezuelan in history. Tell me all about
That is also something that I guess fate.
that.
I started with one back in 2011. I was invited to a TV show in Italy where it's dedicated to people breaking records, and I built a great relationship with the Guinness World Record team. They are truly amazing, and they've supported me throughout my entire career, inviting me to always do a new Guinness World Record. And fast forward 12 years, I don't know how I have 15. It's been a blessing that they've always reached out to do new records, and they've invited me to keep doing records. And I'm really grateful for it, because it's a way of, breaking barriers that then other girls can break. Because if you see that I do it, then maybe they will want to do it. So it's quite rewarding, because it gives you that opportunity to somehow reach people and be like, if I can do this, you can do it too.
It's mesmerizing seeing you with the ball at your feet. You've done so many amazing things. And one trick in particular that stands out is the clipper. I mean, I watch that and think, how on earth do you even manage it? So tell me what the tricks are for perfecting that skill.
Oh, well, it is my favorite trick. Honestly, the clipper, it's all about body position and tempo. It's kind of hard. Like when we meet, I'll teach you. I'll give you the tips like live so you can understand it. But it's really understanding how to move your body so that you can place your foot straight under the ball, because you want the ball to go up and down. And then that momentum where you cushion the ball and bring it back up. So it's really knowing how to square yourself up.
Well, I can't wait to meet you in person and try and perfect that. I can't guarantee I'll do it anywhere near as good as you do it, but I'll certainly try and be the perfect student for you. But obviously, this is going to take place in Brussels, in Belgium. Tell me what fans have to look forward to from you.
I think it's just really try to enjoy the moment of what you're seeing on stage. It's going to be probably hard to understand what we're doing with our bodies. It's quite amazing, but let yourself, like, the fans should let themselves guide themselves with the emotions and the vibes that they feel. The atmosphere, I'm sure, is going to be amazing. There's always a great amount of people there that really push you. So it's really all about the vibe. Really enjoy the vibe.
And is there any one thing in particular that you're most excited for?
I guess just being on stage again. I've been doing this competition since the very first one, so it's quite rewarding to see that it all started off without girls, and now there's girls in the competition. So I'm excited to be on that stage again. It's been many years. It's very fun, and it's a great opportunity to somehow inspire someone that maybe will be out there watching, be like, hey, I would like to do this sport, or wow, those girls do that really good. Maybe I can pick up this other activity that I thought I couldn't do it. So yeah, I think really wish it reaches people.
Yeah, I certainly think watching you play will be fantastic for all the girls in the crowd. But I've got to ask you while you're there, because Belgium is famous for its waffles. Are you going to try one?
Of course. That's a big thing I'm doing. I already told a couple of the girls, like, as soon as we get there, we're going for Belgian waffles.
Well, thank you very much, Laura. It's been an absolute privilege speaking to you. I can't wait to meet you there and learn the clipper, as hard as that might be. But before I let you go, is there anything else that you would like to add?
Well, I guess take advantage that of anyone that might be watching this, to really just follow your dreams. If there's something that you really want to try and do, put your mind, your heart to it. Don't let anyone tell you can't do it, whether because you're a boy or a girl or blue or purple, whatever you want to be. If there's something true in your heart that you want to do, just go out for it, fight for it, work hard, and you'll see you'll achieve it.